Hey everybody. Your lens is dirty. Hey everybody. Welcome back to Dirt Grease Outdoor Peace. I got another different kind of video for you today. I'm out here in my hunting room. Years ago I started getting dressed outside, keeping all my hunting clothes outside. We call it a woodshed, but we don't keep wood in it anymore. We used to keep wood in here, and then the raccoons were getting in here. We went through a lot of trouble of screening off the eaves and the soffit and all that, and then the squirrels were in here packing stuff in the wood pile, so we just ended up building a new woodshed, and then we use this for our like yard tools and odd and end extra stuff, a wood splitter in the winter, chainsaw stuff like that. So let me show you the outside here. So this is a woodshed. Of course, we got all your typical junk in here, but I got chicken food. I keep my four-wheeler in here. We got a bunch of shelving and stuff in here. It's just been added on things here and there. There's a little bit of wood storage up there. Lawnmowers, wood splitter. So this is a hunting room that I have now. I used to just have a table out here, and I had all my hunting clothes in totes. So I would put my base layer on in the house and then come out and get dressed. So a few years back, we had a bunch of spruce trees cut down, and we were going to make batten strips out of them. And the guy at the sawmill said that they make good lumber. We had a bunch of extra, and he sawed them into 2x4s and 2x6s. And when I was talking to a carpenter friend about making a room, he said he could use that. Of course, it would save me a lot of money, and he didn't mind doing it. So we framed it all up in that rough cut, and it came out nice. I had the door that was free, and a little bit in the Texture 111. I might have had to buy a piece of OSB for the top. Yeah, so then I put waterproof laminate on the floor. That's the Texture 111 on the inside. And then we had a bunch of leftover pine tongue and groove, so I used that to do the walls in here. The back is rough cut. This trim and stuff around here is all hemlock rough cut. So I just did what I could with not spending a ton of money. I blocked off, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I made all these blocks here. Blocked everything off as good as I could to keep the mice out of here. So yeah, I've been pretty happy with it. And so I've got my boot dryer. My dad made me a little bench. Got my ozone generator. There's a skull that we found one year looking for a muzzleloader doe that we hit. This is my last year's archery 8-point, and these are the sheds off of it from the previous year. And then I just hung some other stuff up. We got a Hooey Man, extendable saw. Man, that thing is really nice, really stout, works really good. And then, well, of course, I got my bow, and then I've got this organizer. I've got all kinds of little odd and end gear in it. I have a cooler for the dough pea, and when it gets real cold, I put my spray in there, my scent eliminating spray in there, so it doesn't freeze. There's another. I was shed hunting and found that dead deer there. Got my backpack hung up. Got my bow in there. And I've got a little zipper organizer. Basically, what I wanted to talk to you today was kind of a poor man's scent control, without getting real carried away. I take the stuff that I'm gonna wear, like at the beginning of the season. Obviously, if you wear it a bunch, you have to wash it once in a while. But like when I pick out what I wear, I'll spray down with the scent killer, and then when I come back and change, I put my stuff in a tote. And then inside the tote, I have these giant Ziploc bags from, I think it's Hunter Specialties. So what I do is I put my gear in there, and I'll put my release and binoculars and my gloves and my hats and all that stuff in there. And whatever I was wearing or plan on wearing, I put it in the bag, and then I plumb this little hose from the Ozone Generator right up through there. So I'll close the bag up all the way. I close that, put the lid on it, and I turn the Ozone Generator on. That's on, and then I usually do 60 minutes. And that pumps ozone in there, and well, you can see it says sterilize. The ozone is a scent destroyer, bacteria destroyer, and it just does an awesome job of killing the odor on there and kind of cleaning the stuff. And actually, when I get out in the tree, I can still smell it on there a little bit. So I think it's helped me out quite a bit as far as killing the scent. And then, like I said, the other stuff is in here. And if I think I'm gonna wear something, a lot of times I'll just, because I don't know what the weather's gonna be, I'll just spray it down and wear it, and then throw it in there when I get done, and then hit it with the ozone. And then also in my backpack, I've got these little pockets here, and I bought a couple of these rechargeable ozone generators from Amazon. They got a little USB port on them. And they are, I think at the time, these were probably maybe 4 years ago. These are only about 20 bucks. And they last for quite a while. So you charge them up. And then when I get out to the stand and I'm getting all my stuff ready, of course it's already in there, but then I just reach through the mesh and push the button. I'll show you what it does. The little light comes on, and let's see where the speaker is. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds like a little bug buzzing in there. And that just kind of sinks down through my backpack and just eliminates odors from food or my gear or whatever else I got in there. Just kind of keeps everything freshened up a little bit. My boots, you gotta, especially like rubber boots, but really any of the boots. I mean, when you're out there wearing these boots for 3-4 hours, they get moisture in them and they get they smell, obviously. But so I use this boot and storage powder, and it works good. So if I just came back from the hunt and they need to be dried, I put them on the boot dryer, and then the next morning or whatever, I'll come out here and take the boots off, and then I sprinkle some powder down in there, make sure I get a good coat in there. This stuff goes a long ways. I think this was from the Amish. It was only $6, but it lasts a long time. I got an extra one. And so yeah, that seems to work. Of course, I spray down with the scent killer. But I just try to be careful about what I'm touching out in the woods too. That's one thing that a lot of guys probably don't think about is in the preseason you should go out and clean your trails. You know, not only sticks and leaves and stuff, you know, big mats of leaves when they're dry, but just like any kind of green vegetation, like multiflora rose or goldenrod and stuff like that. Take one of the old hand weed choppers and just knock some of that stuff back and get it away from the trail, because all you have to do is just brush by and leave just a little bit of scent on there, or especially if you're not wearing gloves. I would recommend, if you're not used to wearing gloves, to go to your tree stand, or you don't want to wear your good archery gloves or whatever, just get some of those cheap jersey gloves and just use them for going to the tree stand. You know, you can get a whole pack of a dozen for probably less than $10. You throw a pair of those on, and that way, you know, if you do have to move something out of the way, excuse me, you're not putting your bare hand on it, because all it takes is that one mature doe to come through there, and she can come up and she can smell exactly where you touch something. They can pick up on, I mean, they can pick up on just a little bit of smell, and it might just help you be more successful. The other thing is, usually before I go out, I use the scent killer, and I spray down my hands real good, and I like kind of wash my hands with it. I'll put it on my face and behind my ears, because you've got some smell behind your ears, and you know, during the day, the average human can shed like 1,000,000, or it might even be more than that, but let's just say 1,000,000 skin cells. Our skin is just constantly leaving little powdery skin cells and dandruff behind. And the deer can smell all that. They can smell the disturbance. They can smell any of that stuff. So when you take a shower, we like to shower every time before we hunt. A lot of times, not multiple times in the day, but if you want to take it to that extreme, that's not out of the question. But the most important thing is to get a nice loofah a nice scrubber and scrub your body like you're trying to scrub something off of you when you're in the shower, because you need to get all that loose skin off you. So just scrub everything with it. And then when you get out of the shower, and usually while you're still wet, or while I'm still wet, I use a scent-free moisturizer lotion, and I put the lotion all over and rub that in real good and then dry off. And what that does is it moisturizes your skin, and it kind of locks in that upper layer of your skin and keeps it from drying out and shedding as much. And it's just a few little things, and it only takes an extra minute. Once you get in that routine, it can make a difference. Not only are you going to leave less scent, but like your base layers, especially when it gets colder out, your base layers won't have like skin cells and everything inside of them. So it's just a few extra steps that you can do, and keep yourself cleaner. And it's just nice to sit up in the tree stand and just have deer walk under you or downwind and just not even know you're there. So it's just something I wanted to share. I thought you guys would enjoy seeing my room. It's been great for me. I'm so happy that I got dedicated to putting this room together. I think it's only 8 by 8, but it's perfect. Yeah, it could be a little bigger and have more shelves and stuff, but if you had the room to do that, you could. And if you can find somebody that has extra wood laying around, or somebody's giving away an old door or something, you might not have that much money invested in it. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else I was going to mention here. Oh, the other thing I see sitting here. Well, this is the charger. This is the charger for that ozone, that little portable ozone generator. And then this is excuse me. This is a black web. This is actually pretty old. I think that was just from Walmart. But this is a portable battery pack for recharging your phone. I got the cord here, so charge that up, and I haven't needed it yet. My phone is fairly new, but like during gun season, if I'm gonna sit out there all day, like opening week of gun, I take this with me because not only is it usually cold, but excuse me, it's like a holiday, so my buddies and I are always goofing around and texting back and forth, and it's just nice to see what's going on. So and you're sitting there all day, you use your phone for different things, social media and YouTube and all that, so it's nice to have that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't think so. I think I got the main point across. So it's just something that I wanted to share with you guys, and that hopefully somebody can put it to use and have a little success with it. Oh, and the other thing was I wanted to give another big thank you to all the new subscribers, all the people that watch the bow arm stabilizer video. If you guys haven't seen that, you should go check out that bow arm stabilizer video. That took off pretty good, and that was partially because of my dad. And I'm trying to get him involved in some of the other videos. But okay, sorry about that. My battery died. But anyways, I just wanted to thank everybody for all the new viewers and subscribers, especially. Um, this is a hobby right now. Um, I I work on my own, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen with the property that where I work, and I take care of a large property. I don't know what's going to happen there, and I have been thinking about getting into these videos for a long time, and so this is just a way for me to just try to build a subscriber base and maybe hopefully at one point have enough to monetize or get some sponsors or anything like that. So um, I just want to say thanks, and in that if you could just take a second and hit the like button and click subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when my new videos come up. It means a lot. Just recently, I've been watching the subscribers add up, and so I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew how grateful I am for everybody's support, and I will try to keep coming up with these little ideas. This is one that I wanted to share, and I knew I had probably a lot of new subscribers from the bow arm stabilizer video. So, oh, and I might this winter I might start collecting sticks or tree branches that have the right shape to them, and I might also look into producing some out of aluminum tubing, and so that's just a few things that I'm thinking about, and so yeah, I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.